Ever dreamed of having X-ray vision like superheroes? Well, today we're exploring the fascinating world of Wi-Fi. So what is Wi-Fi? It's a technology as cool as it sounds. In the simplest terms, Wi-Fi is a clever way of using Wi-Fi signals to detect movement and objects behind walls. Imagine Wi-Fi as a beam of light that can shine through walls, bouncing off objects on the other side and returning to its source. Now, Wi-Fi takes these returning signals and interprets them, allowing us to see what's behind the wall. It's like having a sixth sense that gives you a peek into the unseen. And the best part? This isn't some high-tech gadget from a sci-fi movie. It's a real technology that's being developed and used today. Imagine being able to see through walls using nothing but Wi-Fi signals. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Now you're probably wondering, how does Wi-Fi work? Well, let's break it down. Wi-Fi, short for wireless vision, operates on the same principle as Wi-Fi, which is essentially radio waves. These waves are a type of electromagnetic signal that can pass through most objects, including walls. Here's where the magic comes in. When you send out a Wi-Fi signal, it doesn't just disappear into thin air. It bounces off any object it encounters and returns to its source. Now imagine if you could capture these return signals and analyze them. You'd have a pretty good idea of where the objects are, wouldn't you? That's exactly what Wi-Fi does. But how does it distinguish between static objects and moving ones? You see, when a Wi-Fi signal bounces off a stationary object like a wall or a piece of furniture, the returning signal has the same frequency. But when it bounces off a moving object, the frequency changes slightly due to what's known as the Doppler effect. By filtering out the static frequencies, Wi-Fi can detect these changes, allowing us to see the movement behind the walls. Does this sound familiar? It's very similar to how bats use echolocation to navigate. Bats emit sound waves, which bounce off objects in their path and return to them. By analyzing these return signals, bats can determine the location, size, and even the texture of the objects around them. Wi-Fi essentially does the same thing, but with Wi-Fi signals instead of sound. It sends out a signal, captures the return signals, and analyzes them to create a sort of 3D map of the environment. This is a game-changing technology, my friends. It's like having a superpower, enabling us to see the unseen. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. We should use this technology wisely and ethically. Just like bats use sound to navigate, Wi-Fi uses Wi-Fi signals to see through walls. So how can we use this superhero-like technology in our everyday lives? Let's start with search and rescue missions. Imagine a building has collapsed and there's no clear indication of where survivors might be. Here's where Wi-Fi comes into play. By creating a three-dimensional map of the rubble, rescuers can pinpoint the location of survivors, even if they're buried deep within the debris, making rescue efforts faster and more efficient. Now let's talk about home security. With Wi-Fi technology, you can monitor your home for any unusual movements, even through walls. This could help detect an intruder before they even step foot inside your house, giving you ample time to alert the authorities. In essence, Wi-Fi could potentially act as a futuristic alarm system. And what about gaming? This is where things get really exciting. Imagine playing a game of hide and seek, but with a twist. You could use Wi-Fi to detect your friends hiding behind walls, bringing a whole new level of excitement to the game. Or consider a virtual reality game where the layout of your actual home becomes the game map. Wi-Fi could map your surroundings in real time, making your gaming experience incredibly immersive. From saving lives in search and rescue missions to enhancing home security and taking gaming to the next level, the possibilities with Wi-Fi are endless. This is just the beginning, and the future of Wi-Fi holds even more potential. But with great power comes great responsibility. What about privacy concerns? As we delve into the world of Wi-Fi, it's essential to consider the ethical implications. The ability to see through walls in real time is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can save lives in search and rescue missions, enhance home security, and transform gaming experiences. On the other hand, it can potentially invade people's privacy if misused. Thus, the need for regulation becomes paramount. Just like any technology, Wi-Fi needs to be used with discretion and respect for privacy. Regulatory bodies should step in to set boundaries, ensuring that Wi-Fi is used for the greater good and not for intrusive purposes. These could include rules on where and when Wi-Fi can be used, or requiring consent from individuals before using Wi-Fi in certain scenarios. While Wi-Fi opens up exciting possibilities, it's crucial to use it responsibly and ethically. Feeling inspired? Why not build your own Wi-Fi device? The world of do-it-yourself projects is a fantastic way to delve deeper into the fascinating realm of Wi-Fi. It's a brilliant opportunity to get hands-on experience and truly grasp how this technology works. You'd be surprised to discover how simple materials lying around your house, like a Wi-Fi router, can be transformed into your own personal Wi-Fi tool. The heart of your project is the Wi-Fi router, which emits the signals that you'll be harnessing. You'll also need some open-source software to process these signals and translate them into meaningful data. And it's not just about building the device, it's about what you do with it. You can customize your Wi-Fi device to suit your needs, whether it's for a science project, a home security system, or even an interactive gaming experience. With a few simple materials and a bit of creativity, you can bring the magic of Wi-Fi into your own home. So what does the future hold for Wi-Fi? As we venture into the realm of possibilities, Wi-Fi stands to revolutionize several industries. In construction, for instance, Wi-Fi could be deployed to identify hidden structures within walls or underground, enhancing safety and efficiency. Now let's picture healthcare. Imagine doctors being able to monitor patients' movements and vital signs without intrusive devices, just by using Wi-Fi. It could revolutionize patient care and provide new ways to manage chronic illnesses. In the sphere of urban planning, Wi-Fi could be a game changer. It could help create smarter cities, where Wi-Fi-enabled devices monitor traffic, energy usage, and even detect potential maintenance needs in infrastructure. As we ponder these future applications, it's clear that Wi-Fi is more than a tool to see through walls. It's a technology that could transform the way we live and work. Wi-Fi is not just a cool gadget, it's a technology that could transform the way we live and work. Before we wrap up, here are some safety tips for using Wi-Fi. First, always respect privacy. Just because you can see through walls doesn't mean you should. Second, steer clear of using Wi-Fi in places where it's not permitted. Places like airports, government buildings, or private properties. And lastly, be mindful of the potential health implications of prolonged exposure to Wi-Fi signals. Remember, technology is a tool. It's up to us to use it wisely and responsibly.